Hello everybody, this is Fronito Bobbin here, and welcome back to Euro Trade Simulator. Yes, we are finally getting on to finishing this series once and for all. I made episode 5 quite a while back, and then made episode 4 quite a while before that. This has become like the not very often series, I guess you could say, but the time has finally come to finish this series once and for all. Yep, this is Euro Trade Simulator episode 6, which is the final episode for this series. So, yeah, I try to get around to this video sooner than this, but of course a bunch of things happened which prevented me from making it. But here we are, finally doing this. We can finish Euro Train Simulator once and for all. So then, let's take a look at the career mode. So of course we have 3 different chapters. Of course, Spain, Germany, and then chapter 3, which is Italy/France. Unfortunately, we can't unlock that one without paying for it, and it costs $7. So I'm not gonna spend $7 on a series that a lot of guys don't really care about. Of course, we in the last episode, if you don't remember, we actually finished up all the remaining Spain scenarios, which is of course chapter 1. And if we look at chapter 2, we have completed 10 scenarios thus far, and well, there are 5 more left to go. And those are the scenarios that we will be completing today. So let's get to it. Before we get on the rails, be sure to check out my Fiverr gig. Link is in the description. Alright then, so let's get into the viewer. You can see our train there. There we are. Start off with the twin decks today, which only has the cab at one end because game logic. It's only 2 coaches as well. Come on. Alright, here we are then in Euro Trade Simulator. It has been a while, hasn't it? Yes, indeed it has. Oh, we're speeding already. Oh, speed was 30. Okay, yep, I have to get reacclimatized to this game because I have not played it in quite a while. And then I'll never be playing it again after this, so, yeah. Oh, hello! There's a Spain train in Germany for some reason. I don't know why they do the cross-country and stuff, but yeah. Alright, here we are then at Euro Trade Simulator. Yes, indeed. You didn't think... Well, actually, well... Okay, in case you didn't know, I had always intended to make this episode here on this game, but like I said, I just never could for the longest time because... Oh, we got a red light already. Yep, we only just started. We already got our first red light of the day. How about that? But yeah, main reason though why I wasn't able to get around to... Oh, but we're gonna stop in time. It's gonna be close. Yeah, we are. There we go. German train. How about that? Alright, wait for the green light. Okay. Yeah, welcome to Arcade Train Simulator. Yeah. Like I said though, I tried to get around to this video sooner, but I just couldn't because, like I said, it's just so many things, so many other videos I had to make. I mean, with Train Simulator 3, we got a whole host of new content recently. We got 3 new routes plus a new locomotive that I knew everybody wanted to see me review, so I had to prioritize that over this. That's all been made now, and I don't think the next Train Simulator will be coming out now for a little while, so we'll see though. Yeah. Now that being said, of course, I have no idea what the next Train Simulator is going to be, nor do I know when it's coming. So, yeah. But the good part of that though is that means I can finally get into making other videos. Yeah, videos on games other than Train Simulator 3, so that's nice. Which means I can finally do this video. Like I said, Euro Train Simulator, the series finale. And yes, like I said, this is the last episode of this series. There'll be no more episodes on Euro Train Simulator after this one. In fact, there'll be no more videos on obscure mobile games in general after this because, well, this series was really more meant to be, I guess, like an experiment. Oop, speed was 30 kilometers per hour. I guess you could say a bit of an experiment because, after, since I'm not making... any more Train of 8. Oh, there's a person around the track. Ah, you idiot. Well, we just ran over a person there. Oh dear, this game is, I can almost see why you guys don't really care much for this game, because it's quite... Oh, come on, they're not even on the platform. How did you mess that up? I don't know. Well, I do know, it's just bad game design. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, this was initially going to be like my first sort of like foray into other mobile games, because like I said, since Train of ATS was going to come to an end, I figured, well, if I'm not going to make Train of ATS videos, then I do want to make videos on other obscure mobile games then, so I figured let's start with this. And yeah, this series unfortunately has been an absolute flop so far. In fact, episode 5, despite the fact that I hadn't uploaded a video on this game in a long time, episode 5 struggled to even get 100 views, And I'm now at a point in my channel's history where if a video doesn't get 100 views, then well, it's a mega flop. That's a Russian train. Yeah. So yeah, unfortunately, this series has been an absolute flop, I'm afraid, which is actually the reason why I'm kind of glad I've shortened it to 6 episodes. I was originally going to do 9 episodes on this until they updated the game and basically made the other chapters behind a paywall. And $7, I'm not going to spend that, I mean, I'm fine with spending $7 on a Trains 3 route because I know that's going to perform well. However, $7 on a route that's as part of a series that nobody cares about, no, I'm not going to pay for that. I did try my best, though, to get a older version of this game, though, where I would be able to get the French stuff. Oh, there's oh, never mind, that Twin Dex only has one cab at one end, which is not realistic at all. Here's end, okay. Yeah, I don't really care for my score, to be honest with you. But anyways, yeah, I'm not going to spend $7 on a series that basically makes me no ad revenue, so, yeah. So you may be wondering though, well, if we're not gonna be making any more obscure trains or train game videos, then well, what are you gonna be making? Well, ironically, I'll be making videos on games that are a bit more well known. Yeah, this video I guess now is just turning to be talking about series and what's coming in the future. Well, there's not really anything going on here. I mean, look at how just awful the scenery is. Yeah, this video's we're probably gonna see all this stuff again anyway, so eventually I'll be able to sort of comment on this stuff, but for now I figured I would use the opportunity to sort of talk about just some YouTube channel stuff then, I suppose. Oh, that's the end of the first scenario. Alrighty then. Okay, so I guess a pretty decent score there. I don't know. Whatever. Alright, the last scenario number 11. Listen, on to scenario number 12 where we're driving the ICE BR142. I don't think that's correct, but let's do this then. Alright, here we are. Wait, I have a long train this time. Oh, that's different. Usually like 5 coaches long or something. This is closer to 7. Interesting. Alrighty then. Well, we're starting here. And, yeah, okay. Anyway, I guess I'll continue my conversation from beforehand. So what am I doing then? Well, you may remember all the way back in March, I announced that I would be making... why am I in the interior cab view? What the heck? I want to be in this view. I want to be in the chase camera. Nope. It seems to have been... What is going on? Well... thanks for interrupting my conversation, then. Turns out it seems to have lost the ability to go in chase camera. Okay, well, I guess we're right in the cab view then for the scenario then. Okay, you have all these controls here, yet they don't actually do anything. Anyways, as I was saying, back in March, I announced in my big update video that I would be doing a series of experimental gameplay videos on Train Sim Classic, Train Sim World, and SimRail. And I'm pleased to say that those videos will be happening very soon. Actually, very soon. In fact, oops, I'm gonna slow down time. No, I still haven't got access to the... There we go, as I completely overstood the platform. Yeah, that's why I like to drive a chase camera, because I can see where I'm going. Oh, great. Anyway, like I said, I announced videos on, experimental gameplay videos on Train Sim Classic, Train Sim World, and SimRail. Well, the first of those will actually be coming out, the first of those videos will actually be coming out next week, as a matter of fact. So I guess I'll talk about that just a bit when I depart. Oh, we have a comment from Discord. Yeah, I forgot to turn to the disturb there. Okay. Oh, there we go. Let's go on Discord, actually. Oh, hello. Russian train. Yeah. Oh, come on, slow down. I guess, you know what, I guess now we'll use this opportunity to talk about upcoming content, since the Euro Train Simulator series come to an end. Well, what's coming next? Well, now, of course, I have also mentioned the Chicago video in previous Times as somebody with music, stop your stupid music outside. Thank you. Anyway, Chicago video. Yeah, because as you know, well, okay, I don't know if you know this or not, but in case you didn't know, I recently went to Chicago and I have filmed filmed a lot of stuff from that trip, and of course it's gonna be one big video. In fact, I was actually originally planning on having that as the next video that would go up. However, I've been so busy though with other stuff that I just haven't had the time to edit that video. So yeah, at this point, I can't say for sure when the Chicago video will come. It ultimately depends on how much time I'm gonna have, I guess, to actually edit the thing. So, yeah. Well then, what have I been working on? Well, I have been working on another YouTube project. In fact, I've been working on a YouTube thing that I'm sure a lot of you guys will be very familiar with. And of course, it's Bill and Tad. That is right, yeah, Bill and Tad. So you may be wondering, well, what's going on with Bill and Tad Season 5? Then, yeah, because of course, Bill and Tad Season 5 is the next season. Well, I'm pleased to say that this week I've actually been making really good progress with the pre-production phase of it. I've had to do a lot of work with getting all the assets that I need. And ironically, the biggest challenge has actually been making builds it themselves. And maybe thinking to yourself, well, what does that mean then? Well, obviously for the first 4 build seasons, I've been using the old. Okay, you probably will only know about this if you play Train Simulator or Railworks or whatever you call it. But anyways, for the past 4 seasons of Build It, I've been using these really old RSC models, and the reason why I've been using those models is because, well, that's the only AM7 model that's existed for the longest time. But of course, that changed recently when a developer by the name of Repo released a brand new AM7 model, which is a million times better than the old one. So I figured, okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop using the really old and bad RSC or really bad AM7 model and use this new one that's just come out. However, I've had to make a lot of visual modifications to this model to make it look more like, Build It actually do in the series. I essentially had to take this model and then sort of change it up a little bit to make it look, a bit more closer to, I guess, well, sort of emulate some details that you've seen on the older models to sort of, keep everything consistent. I've been doing a lot of hard work on that, recently, and it's taken me quite a while to get all this stuff done. Going fast here. Yes, the speed and power. Yes, the speed, power. Yes. But yeah, I've been spending quite a lot of time this week on that project. It's taking a lot more work than you might think just to get to this point. Yeah, but thankfully I've been making really good progress this week on Build Ted. So yeah. Now as far as filming is concerned, well, I will be starting that very soon. Actually, in fact, next week, probably as this was the month video going up. Well, okay, I'm recording this on Thursday, and there are still some stuff I have to do. I guess at this point when I'm recording this, this will be outdated when this video comes out, but I'm supposed to say it now. In terms of builds themselves, I have the textures all done. Like I've done, I've textured the stuff like the number plates, which went there on the default model, and I've done a bunch of other stuff, So yeah, Build Ted's physical look is basically all done at this point. However, that's the end of the scenario. Okay, so it seems like they actually programmed it so now an ad plays every time you finish up a scenario. Of course, there's a paid thing to remove ads, but I'm not doing that. Yeah. Alright then, what's scenario 12 number done? So let's move on to scenario number 13. Yeah, we're driving, I guess, in a thunderstorm, and now we're driving the 142 electric locomotive with the IC coaches. There's thunder! Yay! Let's return from the end. This is Munich. Hey, it's something I'm actually familiar with. How about that? Alright, let's go. Alright, well anyways, oh, there's a train. Yeah, it's very weird looking train, but whatever. Anyways, yeah, so now in terms of what I need to do left is, on Build It, the textures, those are all done. Now I just need to redo the sounds because the default sounds are quite bad, so I'm gonna be making my own sounds. Well, I say making my own sounds, making my own sound file. Although what I mean by that is I'm taking the sounds that already exist and sort of remixing them, I guess you could say. Yeah. And by the way, yeah, I'm not even gonna bother with the red lights because yeah, the red lights aren't even realistic here in this game, you know. Actually, I didn't even get a penalty for that either, so I call that a win. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna skip through the red lights from now on because they don't matter. Doesn't actually work like a real life red light where, you know, there's like a train in front of you. No, here in this game it's just a red light that just exists, and that's it. So, and even skipping them doesn't seem to penalize you big enough to make you feel the scenario, so I don't care. Alright, let's go blah 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 believe. I can't speak German. Yeah. So yeah, I got to do the sounds on Bill and Ted. Station Mit. Really, man? Anyway, oh yeah, also, I have to do some text work on, let's just say, A Certain Blue Train will be coming back in Season 5. Yeah. Yes. You know, yeah, there's a bit of an Easter egg I'm planting now for anyone who watches this video. Yeah, all I'm gonna say now is that A Certain Blue Train will be coming back for Season 5. Yeah. What that blue train is, well, I can't say yet, but you'll find out soon. Yes. But yeah, like I said, I've been making really good progress with the pre-production stuff on Bill and Ted Season 5, and well, actual production itself will be starting very soon, and yeah. Hope to have the first shorts come out in September. And yeah, because I've been working so hard on that, I haven't had any time at all to work on the Chicago video. So yeah. Now, of course, I will eventually make the Chicago video. I mean, I didn't film like 4 hours of footage for nothing. But I can't say for sure when the Chicago video will come. Although since now I'll be starting the filming phase for Season 5 pretty soon, that should free up some time in the evenings for me to edit the Chicago video. So yeah. Yeah, now once again, I have no official release date for the Chicago video. That video will just release whenever it's done. So yeah. We'll see what happens. Alright, well then, that was actually a rather long discussion about upcoming content there, wasn't it? We're already on our third stream of the day, and I'm only just now finishing up, I guess, my big update on upcoming content, but yeah. Oh, well, I guess I have something to talk about when there's rather boring gameplay. Alright, so we'll open and close the doors. There we go. Alright, let's go. But yeah, I guess since this gameplay is so boring, I may as well update you guys on upcoming content for anyone who decides to watch this video. So yeah. That being said, though, if you don't choose to watch this video, then well, you're missing on some key updates, aren't you? So yeah. But yeah, pre-production on Season 5 is going well. Hope to start filming that pretty soon. Chicago video, I don't know when that's coming, but we'll see how long it takes for me to edit it, I guess. And yeah, you'll see that video. I don't know. Maybe a couple more weeks, but we'll see. However, now that I'm finally recording the last episode of Euro Train Simulator, that means that the experimental gameplay videos will be starting soon, and I'll be starting off with Train Simulator Classic, of course. Yeah, so the first of those videos will actually be out now next Saturday, depending on if a new Train Simulator releases or not. I guess I should say how this is going to work is that my primary focus, of course, is going to be the experimental gameplay videos. However, if a new Trains 3 releases, then I will make a video on that instead, and then continue on with the experimental gameplay videos the next week. So yeah. I should say this though, all future Train Simulator 3 videos now for the next few months will only be featuring new content. So if a new route releases, then I will take a look at it. Or a new locomotive if it's in like a high demand loco or something. However, I've also been doing some re-reviews this year, though, where I take a look at some content I've already looked at before. Those videos will be going, I guess, on a bit of a hiatus now for the next little while. So yeah, we'll not be doing any train sim videos on content I've already looked at in the past. Yeah, I will only be doing videos on content that I have. It says Station Mess, but like, why? So yeah, as we're going into the cab again for some reason. But yeah, yeah. Yeah, like I said, yeah, I will only be doing trains videos on new content releases and anything that is about content I've already looked at before. We'll go on for a while. We'll see though when the next one will happen. Now, of course, I do still have some ideas though of what routes to review. Actually, I'm actually planning on doing a second video on the very image stop route, because I didn't give that, well, okay, more specific, I didn't really give the train, I guess, a fair chance, so I plan on doing that. Although, well, of course, there won't be like a full review or anything. It'll just be me driving the train because I was at least able to show you guys all the content and everything. So yeah, that won't be like a full review or anything. It'll just be me driving the DMU on the route again, just to give it a more fair chance. But of course, I'll have some other routes that I plan on reviewing at some point as well, some American routes and stuff, and plus the British Market Eastleigh route. I'll have to review that route at some point. But of course, that will happen probably in the fall or winter or something, but we'll see. So yeah, exciting times ahead for the channel. Well, other than that, that's pretty much everything. And there we have it. That's another done. We get a XP of 99. Actually, a pretty bad score for that one, I think, because we skipped all those stations. Well, skipped. We didn't really skip them. But it doesn't matter because the last two scenarios have been unlocked, and I believe that both these will be going throughout the entirety of the route. So, Munich to Augsburg. Oh, so that's where this route goes to. Munich to Augsburg. You know the irony of that. Actually, I'll discuss it. Actually, let's get into it. Do you want to know the irony of that? Munich to Augsburg. That is a route that you can actually play over in Train Simulator Classic and Train Sim World as well. And those versions are a million times better. So, yeah. Okay, so this is Munich. Obviously. I'm in the cab view. Come on. There we go. I was a red version of this engine. EU, yeah. It's DB. You get. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, this is the I guess the Munich to Augsburg route. We're finally gonna be driving the entirety of the thing all the way from Munich to Augsburg, and I assume the last scenario will be back from Augsburg to Munich. And then that will be the end of this video and the end of this series. But yeah, like I said, this route I'm actually driving on exists in both Train Sim Classic and Train Sim World. I've actually driven the Train Sim Classic version. Well, actually, no. Here's the story. So, way back in like 2014, actually, I actually got the Munich to Augsburg route for Train Sim Classic, and I actually played it a few times way back then. I haven't played that route recently though, so I do eventually actually want to get around to about again, and who knows, maybe I'll even do a video on it at some point. Now, fun enough, I haven't actually driven the Munich to Augsburg route over in Train Sim World, because essentially I want to play the Train Sim Classic version one first, and then sort of like get reclimatized to it, and then do the Train Sim World version. So yeah, yeah, and but we'll see what happens with that. I guess the question is, how much of a success will the experimental gameplay videos be then? Well, hopefully more successful than this series. Yeah. Alright, let's go. I will say this though, at this point, I don't know how the experimental gameplay videos will actually perform. That's why they're called, yeah, that's why I'm calling them experimental gameplay videos, because I'm experimenting with these videos to see how they perform, and then use that to sort of decide where to go with them next. Yeah. Yeah, so experimental game videos, so yeah, 12 of them, of course, will be made across 2 different games, and we'll see how they perform in terms of views. Because otherwise, if those videos don't perform, then I'm not sure what else I'm going to do at this point. Besides trains. Wait a second. I suppose the top timer. Wait. But I just set off from the last station. How are we late? But this is the high speed section, though. What's going on here? This makes no sense whatsoever. The high speed zone ends. Well, I'm already running late, so I guess I'm going to have to speed a little bit to try to pick up for lost time. Alright, let's see if we can get the brakes here. Oh, yep, okay. We're at, are we going to stop in time? Ooh, I think we are. Might be close, though. Nah, we'll make it in time. Man, look at how bad the route building is in this game. Holy moly. Yeah, maybe this is why you guys don't really care much for this game. Well, hopefully, you guys will care more about the other games I'll be playing, since those will be better made. Well, better made than this. So somehow we arrived 64 seconds late. But, like, how's that possible? Yeah, late arrival. Yeah, well, you mother. Oh, there's an Ave train. Hey, he's going the same direction we're... Oh, you can't be serious. What? The HUD's gone. Wait, resume. Nope, the HUD's gone. Okay, so of course yet another ad played when I exit that. Okay, let's try the scenario again then. See if the same thing happens again. I think that if we get another issue where the HUD disappears, we're going to have to move on to the final scenario. I don't know if this is specific to this scenario or something. I don't know. But let's see. Yeah, so this game looks bad, is built bad, and apparently also has bugs. Yeah, apparently there's a bug with the entire HUD disappear, which weirdly enough for something that actually hasn't happened yet. Like, yeah, like, of course it happens late in the game as well. Like, here it is, the second to last scenario that we're playing in this entire series, and yet a bug that is actually breaks the game. Yeah, we got a bug where the HUD disappears and makes the game literally unplayable. Yep, caution head, I'll be ignoring that because it doesn't make any difference. Come on. Ah, come on. This speeding is like so weird. Also, we're gonna get the same issue with the timing, or was that just a one-time thing? I guess we'll see if this is a one-time bug or if this scenario is like literally broken. I'll have to move on to the last one. I guess we'll see. Yeah, I'm over speeding and I don't care. You know, and I mean the last scenario is already unlocked anyway, so it doesn't really matter how badly I perform in this scenario, really. In fact, I mean, it's actually kind of pointless for me to do this, and I'm really just doing this just for the sake of completion. Okay, let's go, and... Oh, I was a bit worried there. And now it's a station miss. What is this? Actually, you know what? It doesn't even matter, because, like I said, we already unlocked the last scenario, so it doesn't matter how badly we perform in this scenario. Just matters that we have to get the scenario done, and which means we can get this video done and the series done, and yeah. Yeah, I will be honest, I kind of went into this video being like, oh, yay, we get to do this and stuff, and yeah. Yeah, I will admit this game's a bit boring, so yeah, good thing I've had a lot of yeah, good thing I actually had a lot of stuff to talk about in this video then. In terms of upcoming content and stuff I've been working on. Well, for the moment, though, that is pretty much everything, though. I pretty much said everything I've had to at this point, though, in terms of upcoming stuff. So, yeah. So, yeah, I guess it's a good thing that I'm getting this series done today, because that means that we get to move on to much more exciting stuff coming very soon. Yeah, we got the Tournament of Gameplay video starting next week. We got Build Season 5 coming hopefully sometime in September. I say sometime in September. I actually have the release date already actually planned out for September. I won't say what it is yet, though, but you have to wait till September to find out. Also, something else worth mentioning. This time, the timing actually worked. So, yeah, 87 seconds. So now we're actually going to get the station on time. So that is weird. Okay. But yeah, Build Season 5 coming soon in September, probably. Like I said, I already have the release dates planned. I don't know what I'm doing. I hope it comes in September. Because one thing worth mentioning, I need to have the entirety of Season 5 actually out on YouTube before the 5th anniversary of Dude of the Yard comes out as well over on Ryan's channel. So, yeah. And, of course, we also have the Chicago video. Now, as for that video, like I said, I can't tell you right now when that video is coming, Chicago. I mean, ultimately, that all depends on other things, so we'll have to wait and see. Okay, well, at least this time, yeah. Okay, well, okay, this time, at least the, the thing actually worked. Okay, good. Yeah, there's an upcoming red signal, but you know what? I'm just going to blow through the red signals at this point, because here in this game, they don't matter. So it's more like a gameplay gimmick than anything. So it actually doesn't actually matter. Yeah. Overspeed. I'm not overspeeding. Oh, that's a red light. Broke signal. I don't think that's what that's called. So we call that spadding, or spad. Yeah, spad is what happens when you go through a red signal, which in real life is actually very dangerous and is against the law. And even other train simulators, they actually do this properly, you know. Train Sim Classic, well, actually Train Sim Classic, you can actually still blow through the red signal, although in Train Sim Classic, the red signals actually mean something, and if you do blow through one, well, you're either going to crash into the back of another train or drive over some incorrectly set points, and then you will derail anyway. So yeah, running through a red light in Train Sim Classic is actually not a good idea, and something you shouldn't do there. And with Train Sim World, it's actually even worse, because in Train Sim World, if you blow through red lights, it just kicks you out of the game and have to start all over again. Although there's a mod for PC, though, for Train Sim World that actually doesn't, like, kick you out of the game. Like, even if you run the red light, I think that you gotta still continue on, so I should probably get that mod, maybe. I don't know. Well, I don't typically... Oh, here we go with the signal again. Alright. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Ironically, the other game I'll be playing, SimRail, actually has the best red light of them all, actually. Like, with SimRail, if you blow through a red light, it does stop you, but it doesn't really punish you. Like, hypothetically speaking, if you were to run a red light in SimRail, essentially what all it does that it brings a train to like a dead stop. Like, let's say if you're doing like 100 kilometers per hour, if you run through a red light, it was actually like flash up like a black screen of sorts, and then when you get back to the game, your train is just totally stopped dead. Yeah. Now, of course, there is a point system over in SimRail, although the point system is like the most irrelevant point system ever. So if you were to, you know, essentially what happens if you were to run a red light in SimRail, you would lose 1,000 points. But those points don't matter towards anything, so yeah. Although once again with SimRail, red lights do actually serve a purpose. Like I said, if you were to run a red light, it's either because your track hasn't been cleared because the points are set incorrectly, or there's another train in front of you. So actually, it's like a real life system. Yeah. Oh my goodness, look at how off the platform is. Look at that. Oh, I can't even see it. But you see how far away the platform was from the train? Looks like the guy didn't even try. I mean, I don't know what software this guy would have used to make this game, although it would have had to be something, you know, like Unity or... I say Unity, or maybe it's not even Unity, maybe it's just his own game engine. I don't actually know. So I don't know if he's working with certain limits with this game engine, or... I don't know. Fun fact, there is a Euro Train Simulator 2, which I actually tested out briefly. And I was actually going to play Euro Train Simulator 2 after the... what the heck is going on? I was actually going to play Euro Train Simulator 2 after this Euro Train Simulator 1 series, but because of how poorly this series is performing, well, I can only assume how bad the Euro Train Simulator 2 series will perform, so... Yeah, Oh well. It was worth a try. Okay, so... How long until we get to Augsburg? Oh, I think that's it, actually. Hang on. Hasn't told me the upcoming... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are we gonna stop in time? Of course, it has to be the upcoming limit when we actually get to the station. This is Augsburg. He looks like real life Augsburg. Like this is just a clone of Munich. So, yeah. Oh, here we are then. And stop. And that is the end. So at least this time we were able to complete without the HUD disappearing. So I call that a win. And, oh, better yet, it didn't play an ad for me. How about that? And right as I said that, it gave me it after I hit the button. Alright, well, whatever. That's a completely inconsistent in this game. Alright, here we are then. Scenario number 15. And it doesn't tell me the train. Oh, we're back in the twin decks. Alright, where we are then. Scenario number 15. Oh, wait. Munich to Augsburg. Are we just doing the same journey again, but with this train? Okay, well, guess we are then. Let's say Discord as a as a certain Hammond was. Oh, we are starting from Augsburg. Oh, okay, good. Oh, it's actually in German. Interesting. I don't know what they're actually saying because I don't speak German, but there you go. Alright, well, here we are then! The last scenario ever for Euro Train Simulator. After that, we get to put this boring game away forever. Yes, indeed. Alright, but yeah, indeed, here we are then. This is it, the last scenario for the last episode, and after this, the series is done forever. Alrighty then, so we're going from Augsburg back to Munich, and then that'll be the end of this series. Yay! Alrighty then. So yeah, Euro Train Simulator. To be honest with you, this game sucks. I do not recommend it. Well, okay, it is free. So I mean, if you want to try it, then go ahead. Although I say that the only part that's actually free is ironically the Spain content. This game was just chapter 1. However, if you want to play chapters 2 and 3, you have to pay $7 each. Yeah. Which, to me, is an absolute ripoff. And, yeah. It don't even bother. Like, you could spend $5 on most Trains 3 routes and get a much better product than this. So yeah, I guess if you're really interested, you do just get the Spain content for free with the game. But yeah, I should say this as well. By the way, I know I've just said that. In case you're wondering how I've actually been able to play the German content. Now, do you want to know what the worst part about this game is? Actually, when I first started playing this game for the series, I'll say first, but I can tell you the first time I played this game was actually a really long time ago. Actually, back in like 2014 or something. But I decided to come back to just do this series. But anyways, Oh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, when I first started playing this, or when I started playing this game for the series, all the way back in last year. Initially, if you wanted to like play the German and the French content, well, you just did that. You just unlocked it by just playing through the game. You know what I mean? That's how I was able to get the German content because I was able to play through the Spain content. But, gotta sneeze. Don't have seen on videos, but it's your transfer, so I don't care. Yes, indeed. As I was saying, I was able to play trains. Oh my goodness, I was able to play the German content because no, you know what's stupid? When I first started playing this game, right, you could just unlock the content, but then they released an update for this game where they changed it, and they just took away that ability, and now to get the content you have to pay for it. So, yeah. And like I said, I did try to downdate this game to be able to play the French content. Essentially what I tried to do is that I did try to get an older version of this game so I'd be able to play the other stuff. But I was unsuccessful in that, so I eventually gave up. I decided to just stick with this. And it's for the better anyways, because it allows me to get this series done sooner and move on to a series of videos that will actually perform well. Alright. Open and close the doors. I got snot in my nose. Yeah. And now the upcoming single thing is broken. Great job. Oh, we're speeding. Actually, you know what? Stuff the speed limit. We already. This is the last scenario. It doesn't even matter. I don't even care anymore. I'm just gonna drive this thing however I want. So yeah, here you are then, the last episode of Euro Train Sim. I know it's at the beginning of the video, but I might as well hit it again since we're on the last scenario. You know, could I, nah, I won't skip the station. Oh, hang on. I'm not gonna stop in time. Oh, emergency brake saved me. Oh, it's just stopped by train dead. Okay, fair enough. Alright. You know what, no, I'll stop at the stations at least. Yeah, as I can see the thing's broken. Yeah, I love how we're on the last episode, now everything is just breaking. Oh, stop. Come on. Alright. Average accuracy. Fair enough. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. And it happened again. Come on! This is the last episode of the series, and now the game's set to break itself. Where were we again? I don't even remember. Can we just skip all the remaining stations? Even the game's giving up. Alright, you know what? Let's just skip all the stations and get to the last stop. It doesn't matter. I know this is like the last scenario, but honestly, I don't really care. Like, if this was Train of ATS or something, then yeah, I would try to do this probably because Train of ATS actually has a history on this channel. This game, however, does not. I literally started playing this game last year. The series was an absolute flop, and now I just want to get the series done so I can move on to other videos that I actually want to make, and I'm sure you guys will actually want me to make as well. Yeah, I know I'm starting to sound a little bit better here, honestly, and, maybe, you know what? Maybe I would have cared more for the series. Well, here's the thing, though. The reason why I don't care is because you guys don't care. You know, these videos perform so badly that I don't care. You know? I mean, I think the most viewed video is like 250 views, which compared to some of my best performing trains videos doesn't even come close. Alright, so am I going to be able to blast through the station without... I mean, I'm probably going to lose points, but I don't care about points anymore because this is the last scenario. So is it going to penalize me or something? The answer is... Nope. Okay. Alright, you know what? I'm just gunning all the way to Munich then. Oh. Nope, never mind. I do have to stop at the stations when I get the scenario done. Okay, fine. I'll play along. Alright. One more attempt here at this scenario. Yep. Yep, gotta love how this is the last episode of the series and this game has now decided to just play up. Alright. So no, it turns out that you do actually have to stop at the stations to actually or do you? I don't know. Whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore the speed limits, but we'll at least try to stop at the stations then. Alright. Although if it was that stupid HUD glitch, then I wouldn't need to do that, so yeah. How fast does this thing go, by the way? 149 kph. I think the twin dice can go like 160, which is... yeah, which is fine for a commuter train. Alright then. Alright, stop. Am I going to stop in time? Yeah, we are. I think all we have to do here is just stop at the stations and we'll be fine. Doesn't matter how badly we do everything else. I just hope that this stupid HUD glitch doesn't come back to bite me. Alright, mirroring. Alright, close the doors. Okay, game. For the love of God, do not do the HUD glitch again. I just want to just get the scenario done, and then I want to move on. Alright. You know, there's a thing that they call, I guess, senioritis. You may not actually know of this. Senioritis, if you don't know, though, is basically, I guess, it's your last year in school, and you just don't care anymore. That's basically where I'm at. I'm now here playing the last scenario in the last episode. I've reached a point to where I don't even care anymore. I just want to just get this done, and then move on to greater pastures. Although, and okay, can I just say this as well? What is up with this in-cab glitch on this section of the line? Why does it do that? Oh, and I'm gonna overspeed again. Can you just leave me in the stupid chase view? No, I think I gotta reverse. Yeah. Alright, here we are then. Mermerdorf. Okay. And it happened again. Alright, well, you know what? I can't be bothered anymore. You know, you've already seen this part of the route anyways, then the part from Munich to Augsburg then, so this is just basically the return journey, but with this train, so yeah. Yeah, so it seems to me like even Euro Train Sim doesn't even care anymore then. Well, if this game doesn't care, then neither do I. So yeah, it is official that nobody cares, and I don't care anymore, so you know what? I'm just gonna end this video here. So yeah, like I said, I do apologize that we couldn't actually complete the scenario properly. I guess had this at least give this game a little bit of a send-off. Nope, we have to end it here, in the middle of the line, in a thunderstorm, and we can't get to the last station because this scenario is bugged. So yeah. So, as the thunderstorm continues to rage down the background, that is it for the series. If any of you guys out there enjoyed it, then let me know, although I doubt any of you did, since I got basically no comments on these videos, as well as far later views, so yeah. So yeah, really not much of a sentiment this time, so yeah. But whatever, that's the end of the series. Can't wait to play some better games in the very near future. In fact, next week we'll be on, either on Train Simulator Classic, or a new Train Simulator route, whichever one of those comes out. Yeah. So, yeah, there you go. That's the end of this video, and that's the end of this series. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Well, I don't think many of you did, but whatever. But if you did enjoy it, then make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, as I always say. And I will see you in whatever I make next. And I will see you in whatever I make next, which will be better than this.